I know is true. Peace and contentment, no need for resentment. This I found in you. This I found in you.
Yo, what's happening? Jeez, y'all. It's your boy Papa Dog. Don't be mad at me. Street loot. Yeah, I tried to tell him. Yeah. Goddamn! My lady pregnant again, but this time she pregnant with twins. Another collection plate. Come on, preacher, that's kinda strange. I'm sorry, God, I need that little change. I gotta do a couple things, cause that stimulus, it ain't stimulate. Tax time, the mama got pissed and won't let them claim the baby. They shooting again. These just crazy, they need some help. Man, they shot him in the hip. He fell out and shitted on himself. My cousin Paul called Fed time up the road, did a whole dime. He used to call home. I heard niggas crying in the background, saying to myself, this ain't how we supposed to live. Turn on Facebook, man, another bitch that got killed. For the love at, my dog losing weight out here smoking cocaine cigarettes. 8 years old, shot in the head, had nothing to do with that. That baby innocent. Go get George Zimmerman if y'all just wanna kill a bitch. That's why I'm asking Jesus, please tell me why you leave us. Tell me why you leave. These people wanna dead. On the internet capping, that shit is fake, bro. In the mirror showing your ass, putting no makeup. Man, y'all better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Man, y'all better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Man, y'all better wake up. I've been telling y'all better wake up. You can't nail bitch, say Papa Duck, ain't say nothing. I told y'all everything. I told you I like the government stole it. I told y'all about COVID, the CIA and the cloning. MK Ultra, the whole world's under hypnosis. They turn the TV off, that's how Hollywood control us. And ain't no cure for cancer, you're right, that's some bullshit. If they can lead us and go to the moon, they'd have been done did it. And if you took the shot, I pray for you. Lord, no. Don't want black folk to grow, so they put us on birth control. And just cause you go to church every Sunday don't make you saved. 12 years of school's how you turn niggas to slaves. On our minds they put shackles, they lie, trickers and trappers. They use the influence of athlete, actors and rappers. For real, that fucked up they did to Emmett Till. And all the pain his mom and family had to feel. That's why I'm asking Jesus, please tell me why you leave us. Tell me why you leave. These people wanna dead. On the internet capping, that shit is fake, bro. In the mirror showing your ass, putting no makeup. Man, y'all better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Man, y'all better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Man, y'all better wake up. What's happening? It's your boy Papa Dog. I've been telling y'all about this shit for a long time, bro. I get on YouTube every day, drop videos on nothing but that sauce. And I'm telling y'all what time it is. And I'm telling y'all, these people want us dead, bro. We living like it called to do this, and bro, I done been wide open just to hate and hurt and kill each other every day. You feel me? You feel me? Man, one time for all the folks that's already woke. The ones that ain't, need to wake up. Need to wake up.
Yo, Kelly, with you? What?
ACT, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Dana J, Levi for Kelly, or Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Take the time. Look, you got some weed? I gotta get some. All right, hurry up. These and them here, everybody here, we waiting on you. All right.
Unknown number just text me,
say they gon' kill me, then why they just play with her? They know that 40 and stay with her. I'm smoking on that, don't play with her. If we bought a bitch, I fuck around and break the run. I should get trapped of the year, I be capped. Put a pound on your head, little nigga, I be. She think I'm a little nigga when she throw it, I'm catching. I'm breaking my back, yeah. It's messed up her ass when I head, yeah. Rocky got me turned up on the Now I got this bitch like in the air. Got a fetish for getting this bread. Run it up, drop my nuts like a lead, babe. Trap of the couple chasing it. When you shining, you can't rush the process, man. I swear to God, it couple mess up her ass when I head, yeah. Rocky got me turned up on the Now I got this bitch like in the air. Got a fetish for getting this bread. Run it up, drop my nuts like a lead, baby. But I got this shit out the mud, bitch. That money feel good when it couple chasing it. When you shining, you can't rush the process, man. I swear to God, a couple perfect timing. In the project, 50 can jewelry, yeah, I'm switching up the climb. Sleep on the couch, now I'm so conscious. If I got blow me a nigga, I know they gon' try make me look like a monster. I'm from Baltimore, better keep you a stick when I'm ride with no armor. I lost noodles and niggas, some niggas.
What you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Start off so, then I'ma beat it up.
RSKO soon. Yeah. Just say what up. What things we told, not told, words to Levi. Fuck the other side and fuck your opinion unless it's big vibe. Brooke, Boy, Nisa, Lisa, Nikki, keep the 9 tuck. Sly Fox, Mama Mary said you can go fuck a duck. Anybody follow when they bullshit, I ain't surprised. Bullshit stinks, so does the enterprise. Sorry for cussing Georgia girls, surely forgive me. Belinda, respectfully, I be watching like this lady G. We don't fuck with baby killing niggas, watching half niggas, old cold niggas, Don Russell supporting ass niggas. We don't fuck with unfit drunk bitches, one pep smear bitches, or to be determined bitches. Y'all won't beat, that's why we dream of connotation. Fantasia, light a candle, me and Virgo smoking straight. Really salute, I know EJ up in the G. What up, caramel and face, I can't forget about my lips. The dream team really be the squad. The other team really just the fraud. Say the dream team really be the squad. The other team really is the fraud. If we don't joke, we're choking. Middle finger to the P.I. B.I.
Yo, we had to do it like that real quick. Shout out to CT, Chris Terry in the building with the Dream Team the new Dream Team intro. Y'all heard what it said. We don't fuck with everybody no more. So, I'm going to talk about some things real quick. Then I'm going to get out the way. And y'all see Dre, Hits Digital Radio in the chat. Salute to you, bro. He's going live after me, and then I'm going back live on Rumble. So if you don't have Rumble, I said Lumble. What's up, DJ Amazing? So if you don't have Rumble, take this time to go and download that Rumble real quick. But I'm going to play that one more time. Just listen to the words. Listen to the words.
RSKO soon. Yeah.
Just listen to the words.
Say what up. What things we told, not told, words to Levi. Fuck the other side and fuck your opinion unless it's big by. Brooke, Toy, Nisa, Lisa, Nikki, keep the 9 tucks. Sly Fox, Mama Mary said you can go fuck a duck. Anybody follow when they bullshit, I ain't surprised. Bullshit stinks, so does the enterprise. Sorry for cussing Georgia girls, surely forgive me. Belinda, respectfully, I be watching like Miss Lady G. We don't fuck with baby killing niggas, watching F niggas, old cold niggas, Don Russell supporting ass niggas. We don't fuck with unfit, drunk bitches, one cap scared bitches, or to be determined bitches. Y'all don't beat, that's why we prima donna patient. Fantasia light a candle, me and Miss Virgo smoking trees. Really salute, I know EJ up in the G. What up, caramel and face, I can't forget about my lips. The drink team really be the squad. The other team really is the fraud. I say the drink team really be the squad. The other team really is the fraud. If we don't joke, we're choking. Middle finger to the P.I. B.I.
That's how we doing it. I had to save for the end, but I gotta say this, and I gotta put the nail on the coffin, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm tired of being the only upstanding motherfucker on the YouTube. I'm tired. I'm tired of being the only upstanding guy. So I'm gonna go here. When Larry got booked and when Larry went to jail, ain't nobody over here have a party. We ain't do nothing to defame the guy. We actually took up for him, right? Somebody sent me a link at 2:52 in the goddamn morning. And I just sat and watched like this. And I ain't coming on here trying to start no beef. That's not my purpose. So I don't want nobody fucking crying. Y'all done did it now. The crime is the crime. But when I heard Larry say, the nigga gonna get 30 more years, fuck them, something about the appeal, fuck us. Fuck us. Nigga ain't gonna get no appeal, this and 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 this. That's your problem. You talk too much. What you don't want to do is anger us. That's the problem. And I'm going to send this to the whole Oak Cove. I'm not skipping nobody. It's one thing to rejoice if it was done fair and square. But you got two sham jobs in two of the most crookedest motherfucking cities in the United States, and you happy about it. Okay. You happy about it. What happens when I turn back the hands of time to vintage Dana J and be happy about some shit? What happens when I say, fuck this persona and go get that Joker and come out here and clown some shit? What happens then? Oh, Dana a fucked up person. Dana trying to start some beefs. Dana trying to this, that. Nah. Dana ain't trying to do none of that. But Dana will pull that motherfucking mirror out and show you the man in the mirror. Dana J will pull that mirror out and show you some truths about the man in the mirror. So I'm trying not to get into the different beefs and stuff because I don't got time for that no more. I'm on Twitter and motherfucker talking about, oh, Dana J, oh, what? You ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You don't want me to say nothing. Because I can say one thing that will fuck the whole internet up. A lot of you motherfuckers went to court that turned on Rob via Twitter and don't know Rob. So what you there for? You just want to be a spectator? A lot of you motherfuckers talking about, oh, I support R. Kelly, and the only thing you know is I believe I can fly. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. Like I said, I'm not trying to pick a beef with nobody. That's one thing I'm not going to do. But like I said, a lot of you motherfuckers talk about, we support Rob. We've been here from day one. We did this. We did this. But then when I ask you, how do the song Keep It Street go? How do the song Definition of a Hottie go? How do that song Born Into the 90s go? Motherfuckers be like, who sing that? Wait a minute. I thought you was an R. Kelly fan from day one. What album is that on? That's when I would discontinue conversations. But I get it. When Oak Cove was in disintegration, everybody wanted, everybody wanted people to feel sorry for Larry and all that. And I mean, I get it. Get it? We dropped the ball on that. Because that was our time to party. That was our time to put them on a motherfucking internet in a goddamn jail cell. That was our time to do all that. But we didn't do it because we have class. So I get it. Sometimes I be wanting to snap and go back to the hood of things. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let me tell you why it's okay. Because right now they look real muddy. They look real muddy. Right now they look impossible to beat. I had 2 conversations today with 2 men. One with Dre and one with Levi. And I asked a question to both. The tapes that they showed, they testified that it couldn't be authenticated, right? So how can you repeatedly show jurors tapes that can't be authenticated? Better yet, how can you let tapes that couldn't be authenticated into evidence? Not unless your overall agenda was, nigga, we not letting you go. You beat us once, but you ain't beat us again. Get it? See, I can take this time alone and talk about this thing. I can talk about the 40 to 50 niggas that been around Rob. Matter of fact, let's go here. What about the niggas that just wanted to hang around Rob? Why none of you ain't show up to court at not one time? I ain't talking about the ones that probably was doing something for that got paid, but I'm talking the ones that didn't get paid, but that just wanted to hang around Rob. Why didn't you show up to court? I'm glad that I got Dre and Levi in my corner when I want to go ape shit. And Dre be like, Dana, no. Because at the end of the day, it's corny, man. It's corny. I hear, but I hear motherfuckers talking about, oh, I just want him to get a fair shot. I just want this and this and this and this. And you know the shit janky, but then you party about it. So that means everything you said was a motherfucking lie. Because if you just want him to get a fair shot, and you know bending the rules stretches the goalposts. Why stretch the goalposts if you have them dead to right? Evidently, you ain't have them dead to right, so you had to stretch the goalposts to make it dead to right. And if you can rejoice over that, that let me know what type of person you are. So I ain't trying to hear that, oh, I'm a good person, and we good. And this goes for anybody that thought it was fun, that partied, because nobody won in this situation. Everybody's fucked up. Because you have to tell me how this man did all of this and had a ran an enterprise, all that shit in 24 hours. It's impossible. What up, Prima? It's impossible. So serve this as a warning. I'm putting all you motherfuckers on notice. Y'all can party, y'all do y'all thing. But when I decide to do some shit, I don't want to hear no, Dana wrong. Dana wrong, but don't do that. I don't want to hear nothing. I just want y'all to do what we doing. Sitting back, eating it. Y'all know what happens. If you rebuttal, I'm going to rebuttal back. Now, see, I wasn't going to touch this, but since y'all bringing this shit to my channel, I'm going to say this. Whatever Sharon Wimbush said over there, leave that shit over there. No disrespect to nobody. Because if I go into this, I'm going to go into it. Because one thing I hate is a two-faced person. I don't like nobody being two-faced with nobody. And one thing Sharon always told me is that she ain't friends with nobody. She on here and her alliance is to herself. So you might want to watch when you bring me stuff like this. And I'm not saying that you're doing nothing wrong, Mala or more. But when you bring me stuff like this, I can take you back to conversations when that's who people was getting information from. See, don't make me dive into certain stuff. And then when people talk about, oh, Bon Jean, wait a minute. Y'all was praising Bon Jean at first. And then when she lose the overall case, because she didn't lose. Losing would have mean Rob and Daryl McDavid and June, all of them would have got hit with 13 counts. Robbie got exonerated of 7 counts. That's the headlines the media don't want to put out there. That's the headlines nobody don't want to look at, and that sets up for an appeal. Because how you win 7 and lose 6? Just like I told and Shabazz, and you seen 2 friends, me and Shabazz, 2 friends, that had a disagreement because I stand with Jennifer Bonjean. And no matter what nobody else say. And then for the stupid people that's texting me and inboxing me, talking about, yo, I'm a supporter, Rob. I could have stood on the stand for you. I'm going to say this. If you wasn't there for more than a year at them periods of times, and you talking about you can testify, you ain't who you say you thought you are. Or should I say, you ain't who you say you are. I can't testify to what happened in 97 and 98 in Chicago. Can't testify to that. But if anything came about Florida, I can testify about that. Baltimore, DC, Delaware, all up and down at New York, all up and down the coast, I can testify to that. And then for a gap, I can't testify because I went to school. And then I can testify coming forward. But wait. No matter how long people think they know Robert, if you wasn't there at them direct locations at that time for more than a year, if you didn't eat, sleep, and shit Robert, if you didn't go to bed with him when he went to bed, you can't testify with that shit. It's a shame. Now, as far as Keith with money, that's above my pay grade. That's not my fight. I don't know what Keith did or didn't do, but I will say this. We ain't taking the heat off for nothing that happened in New York. And $45,000 was given to Sean Harris to call the witnesses. So I don't know what the fuck going on. I know for a fact $45,000 was given to Sean Harris. And that's after Sean said, well, there's no money to call nobody. And I offered the numbers to these people. And I was told, nah, man, never mind. Buy Sean Harris. Oh, we got it. Oh yeah. Oh, we got it. So I can speak on that. Because I was sitting there amongst the enemy. Now, what happened in Chicago? I don't know. I didn't go. I had to work. I stood there. I watched. I reported from afar. And I sat back. And I watched. And you know what get me? I seen crazy shit. Crazy shit. And in no way am I speaking for Keith either. That's not my job. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, Keith wouldn't speak for me. I am no longer holding alliances when alliances ain't being held or reciprocated. So whatever happens with that, that's on that man. I have respect for him. I leave it at that. But I will say this. And I'm quite sure a lot of motherfuckers looking. But everybody that got their hand out that's looking to take Robert Kelly's money now, I'm going to say this and I mean this shit. The worst thing that can happen is I get on that money trail. And when he come home, I give him the names of the people that's been taken. Then what? And what kills me worse, everybody leeching and trying to take from Robert ain't even give a fuck about his kids. Y'all ain't even think about his kids. But you know what? I said that earlier. And the reply came back of, who's supposed to care? I couldn't do nothing but sit back and think, like, damn. You think niggas fuck with you the long way, and the whole time they dogging you and plotting and planning to take from you. That's what a snake does. And in this case, Rob had a bunch of snakes lined up. Reminds me of the Lion King. How the hyenas just wanted to take over Pride Land. They didn't care about Scar. Scar was their way of eating better than Simba, if not trying to eat Simba. So I love when I talk to my brothers like Levi, like Dre, and others, because we get different points of views out. So now I have this question in the aftermath. What's next? I know what we doing next. I know what we doing now. But the question is, what's next? People run around saying, well, keep this, keep that. I can't speak on that because I don't know. And I'm not going to speak on something that I have nothing to do with or I don't know. But I sat back and I watched another channel that came from me. And I'm going to say that because I know it pisses them the fuck off. To use a man's pain to try to come up kills me. When somebody can say, oh, I'm a trial vlogger. Pause. I thought you was a supporter of Robert. I thought you loved Robert. All right, Chris, I got you. It's like you use this as a stepping stone to put yourself out there because you branched off and went to Cardi B, and then you tried to come back, and then you got people thinking that you and Cardi talk every day. You do realize I run in a circle. You do realize I run in that circle. You do realize that it's nothing of when I cross paths with them folks, I'm going to bring up names and I'm going to ask questions. You do realize that, right? This is what I mean. When you run in circles with people, you don't got to hang out with them 24/7. But when you run in a circle, things happen. Y'all talk, y'all politic. Whatever your reason for people supporting Robert Sylvester Kelly for the last 3 years, that's all y'all. That's y'all reason. Some people had good intentions, some people didn't. But I'll tell you this. It took for me to get beat down, slandered, degraded, lied on, for me to find the best motherfucking team on the internet. And that's Dream Team for now and for life and after life. And I fucks with the Dream Team hands down. So let's get into it. Chuck D signs over his royalties. Here we go. Here we go. Chuck D from Public Enemy signs over his royalties. Chuck D from Public Enemy signs over his royalties. Once again, I would say, what's up? Dre's in the building. So let's go there. Chuck D has sold a huge stake in his back catalog, including over 300 songs. The Public Enemy rapper has made a deal with his longtime publisher, Reach Music, to give the company 100% of his writer royalties, plus half of his copyright interests. In a statement to Rolling Stone magazine, he said, doing this deal was the right timing for a forward and logical evolution of our business together in an ever-changing industry. Reach has always been ahead of the curve on establishing respect for the hip-hop genre, songwriting, and publishing wise. They will continue taking care of my works. Although the sale doesn't cover his entire body of work, it does include Public Enemy's most formative work release from 1987 to 2012. During that time, the hip-hop legends released some iconic albums such as It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, Fear of a Black Planet, and Apocalypse 91, and The Enemy Strikes Back. Meanwhile, during this period, he co-wrote most of the group's songs, including Fight the Power, Bring the Noise, and Welcome to the Terror Dome. Michael Closure, Reach's president, founder, and owner, added, I'm so grateful to Chuck for our business together and his music publisher throughout these many decades. There's no one more consequential in the world of hip-hop than Chuck D. And he has written iconic and impactful songs that will forever be a part of music history. The team at Reach will continue working hard to protect these works while also introducing them to new generations to come. Pay attention. The team at Reach will continue working hard to protect these works while also introducing them to new generations to come. The move comes after the likes of Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, Stevie Nicks, and Neil Young have struck similar deals over the past couple of years. You want to know the problem with Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, Stevie Nicks, and Neil Young? They had to sell their catalog to get out of that deal. What do Reach mean when they say introducing them to new generations to come? Understand this. This is the purge of the music industry. I wonder how Flavor Flav feel. Even though he ain't really do too much, he was the man in Public Enemy. That means he don't get paid neither, because Chuck D sold it. Make it make sense. This is what I mean when I say we have to be careful, because if we not careful, it's crazy. Call in, Chris. Call in, Chrissy. 404. Y'all know how it go. One at a time. The call-in number right there on the screen. Call in. One at a time. So when one caller hang up, the next caller call in. Tell me how y'all feel about the R. Kelly trial. Tell me how y'all feel about Chuck D selling his catalog. Let's talk about it. If you want to call in, call in. So, next thing we're going to talk about. See, I wanted to stay on that. Next thing we're going to talk about is this right here. The Democrats. Man, see, I don't even want to talk about that yet. This is what I mean, man. So I don't want to talk about that just yet. I really don't. So let's talk about this. The judge overturns conviction of making a murderer subject Brandon Dassey. A federal judge in Wisconsin has overturned a conviction of Brendan Dassey, who was found guilty of helping his uncle kill a young woman in 2005. The story rose to national prominence when it was chronicled on the Netflix documentary series Making a Murderer. Now, U.S. Magistrate Judge William E. Duffin has ordered that Dassey should be released from custody within 90 days unless prosecutors file an appeal against him. Dassey was 16 years old when he confessed to helping his uncle, Stephen Avery, carry out the rape and murder of 25-year-old photographer Teresa Halbach. Halbach was killed at the Avery salvage yard, where she had been hired to photograph vehicles for a magazine. According to court documents, investigators found burned human remains that match Halbach's DNA, along with her car, where they discovered multiple bloodstains. As WUWM's Marty Mickelson tells our newscast unit, Dassey's attorneys have argued that his confession was coerced. In Friday's court decision, the judge agreed, overturning a life sentence for first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and second-degree intentional assault. What the hell? Are you serious? So Dassey's attorney have argued that his confession was coerced. Let's see. Roshana, Nia, Pauline, all of their statements and their confessions were coerced too. So why can't that be overturned? Y'all see where I'm going with this? The focus of the judge's decision. Hold on. You're live on the Dana J Show.
Hi, Dana.
Hey.
This Sheila. I'm from the side.
Hey, Sheila. How you doing?
I'm all right. I see you're live. I'm sorry. Did I call you at the wrong time? It's the right time.
It's right time.
I know I saw the number. Okay. I just want to say that I love your show. You and Next is the only two that I've been watching since the whole 3 years. Y'all the truth. Y'all real. Your ass is funny. Excuse my language. It's
Thank
funny
you so
that
much.
got me cracking up. You is funny. But for us to R. Kelly, my heart is hurting. It's just so bad that he's been doing this, that he's in this situation. But it's my heart is heavy and goes out to him because it seems like that he's just all alone. No, everybody's taken from him and don't nobody see his side. It's just all these leechers and just what's happening to him is sad, but he's gonna be vindicated. I feel it in my spirit, and God is he's going through the storm. You know, we all got to go through the storm, Dana. So these people who's taken from him, they gonna have to go through a storm one day soon, because God don't like ugly and ain't too pretty, ain't too fun of pretty. But I just want to say that you did a good job on updating the people about the trial and everything. And I just want to say, keep up the good work, stay strong, stay positive, be safe, and I'm still yelling free kills all day, every day.
All day,
every day. And I love your show.
Thank
keep
you.
Up the good work. My name is Sheila Delaney. If you see me in the chat, you never shout me out, but it's okay. I ain't no.
Okay, I appreciate it. I definitely start shouting you out, Miss Sheila. I got you.
Yeah, so I just want to.
But I be having a lot of Sheilas. So which one are you?
Oh, my whole government name up there, Sheila Delaney.
Okay, I shout you out a lot. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's my government name, and I support on you and Next. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are the truth. I look at other people's channel, but I will not give them 1 red cent.
Hold on for a second. One caller at a time.
Okay, but I know you got a live, and I ain't gonna hold you too long. But I just want to say that part about Kels, he will be all right. He's just going through the storm, and he gonna be vindicated. I feel it in my spirit. I'm just gonna keep him, lift him up in prayers, and everybody that's taking his money, they gonna get that sooner or later.
Appreciate you and thank you so much.
Okay, you be blessed.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Next caller, call in. Yeah, one call at a time. ATB, one call at a time. One caller at a time. So call back if that was you. You're live on the Dana J Show, caller. I can help you.
Hey, Dana, this is Felicia and the chat
Hey,
team.
what's going on, Felicia?
Hey, you got it. Hey, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, since they lied on the stand, what are they gonna do since they got immunity? Can't they use that to overturn that? And then when the judge said that they told him to rush this trial, so can they use that also?
That can be an argument point, and yes, they can use that. But I was looking at something that Willie sent me yesterday that I didn't see until today.
Okay.
When the judge kept referring to we.
Right.
Who's we?
Right.
Because he wasn't talking about the defense. And that was after the jurors came in and was asking questions. And then his response was, we will take care of this. Who's we? That's the question.
That's the question.
Who's we? And everybody is overlooking that. But I'm not overlooking that because
me neither.
The question all right. John Siddell said there is apparently another question from the jury. And then Judge Levenweber and responded, we will respond accordingly and we will await the jury's return. Okay. Who's we?
I don't know. I bet you it's Judge Ann Donnelly.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just I'm about to show it so that way people won't think I'm capping. But it's kind of crazy.
What about Rob's commissary because they kicking our money back?
They kicking y'all money back?
Yeah, they sending it back.
What you mean?
We send Western Union all the time, and then it kicks it. This time it kicked it back yesterday.
So recently, y'all sent something. They kicked it back.
Yeah, Friday. Last Friday.
Give me until what's the date? Thursday. I haven't
heard any response from him yet. I asked him and he hasn't responded back to me yet.
Okay, but you shouldn't have said that on the air.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, my fault. And then also, what about? Never mind. I'll talk to you private about that.
All right.
So I holler at y'all.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bye.
Me, Nicole. I don't know who you are, but you saying both sides is the we. Both sides can't be the we. So you don't come over here and try to dictate what I do on my channel. Both sides can't be we. Because how can we respond accordingly if only one side is responding? Because when the defense responded, he shot it down. So how can we be both sides? Make it make sense. Don't be ignorant in this time. I'm not playing with none of you no more. Playtime's over. So you can take the ignorance to whatever channel you come from. Just don't bring it in. Why does no one ever testify for Kales like he has all these YouTubers that claim to be a part of his life but wasn't called as a witness for R. Kelly? We is the court. We is the court. You reading too deep. Then 50 and Fabulous, I am not reading too deep. Maybe you looking too shallow. I am not reading too deep into it. You live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you?
Hi, Dana. How are you?
How you doing?
This is Marla Mo. How you doing?
Hey, all right.
I meant no disrespect.
No, you good.
Channel,
You good.
So I hope I didn't offend you. I have just been watching like her channel since this has been going on. Your channel, Levi for Kelly's channel, Joke. Like it's so many channels, and it's just really sad. Like I'm a fan. Since the 90s, and it's just really sad because it just seems like his whole, like I put in the chat, his whole legacy, generational wealth, it just seems like gone. You know what I mean? Like there will never, in my opinion, be an artist like that. Like never. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll never be able to duplicate him or replicate him.
Right.
It's just really sad. And people say, oh, he's gonna be fine. Yeah, but like we all know when it comes to the legal system, you don't even want to spend 2 seconds in a police station. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just to be in a jail cell, like, it's just really sad. And I just really hope that he rekindles whatever he has, if that is true about him and his kids, because that's all who really matters at this point. Like, his wife seems like she threw him under the bus. Like, so many people threw him under the bus.
Right.
You know?
Right. You're right.
And it's that Me Too movement too, with that chick that looks like freaking a seal with craters in her face. Like, how do you do that to black men? It seems like the only target has been black men. And
it's just really good what you're doing for him and just representing him. And you're doing a really good job. But once again, I meant no disrespect. And thank you so much for taking my call.
No problem. And thank you so much. And you didn't disrespect.
All right.
All right. All right. That's what we doing. Good stuff over here. I like calls like that. Calls that people can speak their mind. Not none of this ignorant stuff like, oh, we is the court. We is the... Come on, man. You talking like I don't play in courts. This right here, he ain't talking about no court. Because if he was talking about court, he would have said the court will respond accordingly, not we will. He wouldn't have said we will. He would have said the court. Like he said plenty times before. The court will handle this accordingly. The court will be adjourned. The court will this, the court will that. So I guess he didn't feel like saying, oh, the court will respond accordingly. No, he said exactly what he meant. We will respond accordingly, which we leaves the legal standing for questioning. Who's we? And then he come back again, and we will await the jury's return. Who's we? That's the question. Who's we? Alan Dawson said, language mean everything in law. The word and should have stayed in the jury instructions. Thank you. Illinois is 7th district. Bonjean said they should follow their appellate ruling. Judge allow 5th district, Texas. How you, wait a minute. How are you in Illinois adapting Texas law? Impossible. You're live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you?
Hey, Dana, this is Chrissy. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Chris?
Good. I'm not going to get into everything that I actually want to say because I'll just let you cover whatever when you get a chance.
No, say it.
But I just really... No, because I'm driving.
Okay.
So I don't really want to get into it. But I did want to just call and say it's heartbreaking, it's sad, but I just wanted to thank you. Thank you for being a ride or die. Thank you for being a true, friend to him. And I know that. I knew from the beginning, regardless of, what people said to try to discredit you and everything, that you were solid.
I appreciate
it. And so that's why I put you on page. And I just say thank you, because at this point, I really don't think he has anybody, and it got to be a bad place, for him to be in, to not knowing, who he can trust or anything like that. But I just thank you for representing for him. Right. And I look to you to speaking the truth and bringing it, Right.
And I appreciate that. And it's like, and a backlash that you get, and for speaking up for somebody, but that's not part of the circus, is crazy. Because people talking about he a pedophile this, he a pedophile that. How is he a pedophile?
Well, you can't judge anybody. You just can't judge, and that's not for nobody to do.
And my thing is, are they trying, not you, but are they trying to base it off of a tape, but that's not authenticated? Let's make it make sense. And it takes me back to Avenatti. How did you know that he would never see the light of day again?
Yeah. It's sad. I just, like I said, I really pray, that the appeal goes well and everything works out in the end. And like I said, once again, I just thank you, because It got to be a very, very lonely place and hard place, despite of, you hear he's okay.
Right.
But, we all done been through some things and said we were okay, or, and deep
Right.
down inside, when somebody's by themselves, you don't know what's going through their mind.
Right.
But I just think so just keep riding for them.
All right. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right. I appreciate the caller. Ms. Visby said, Dana, I feel they only wanted Kels and the other two was staged. They was getting but that wasn't no stage. But that wasn't no stage act right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. That wouldn't. If I sit here and agree with that, I'd be a liar. Nah, but that wasn't staged. That wasn't staged at all. But what people's not talking about is the charges that he's being accused of in Chicago State. They have to disappear because he was found not guilty on them charges in the feds. Let's go here. The federal government do not drop 31 charges on somebody unless you're working on doing something. And this thing that Avenatti talking about, I got the tape. Man, come on, bro. People ain't stupid. You just got to make 2 and 2 connect to 4. Simple as that. Thank you, Dirk. So let's finish reading this real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end this for the day. The focus of the judge's decision was on the interrogation when Dassey confessed over the course of a 3-hour period of questioning, generally responding to the investigators' questions with answers of just a few hash words. A story evolved whereby, in its final iteration, Dassey implicated himself in the tape, murder, and mutilation of Teresa Halbach, according to the judge's decision. The confession happened without a parent or another adult present, and investigators exploited the absence of such an adult being repeatedly suggesting that they were looking out for his interests. The decision states. Okay, so if we gonna go there, what about when the federal government did what they did and coerce these people for that? All of them said that they didn't want to testify, but the government threatened them. Let's talk about those people. So did that mean that Robert conviction get overturned? Let's make that make sense. Or is it because Dassey's a white boy? And I ain't being racist, but I gotta call it just what the hell it is. The decision adds that Dassey's borderline to below average intellectual ability likely made him more susceptible to coercive pressures than a peer of higher intellect. Wow. The investigators repeatedly said that they already know what happened on the day of Halbach's killing and that Dassey had nothing to worry about. So I'm gonna stop right there. So Netflix put out a film on this guy. Hold on, I'm gonna go a little further. No single statement by the investigators, if viewed in isolation, rendered Dassey's statement involuntary. The decision reads, but when assessed collectively and cumulatively, it is clear how the investigators' actions amounted to deceptive interrogation tactics that overbore Dassey's free will. Stop. So you mean to tell me that Angel Cruel, collectively with others and cumulatively with others their actions didn't amount to deceptive interrogation tactics of Rashona Landfair? If we gonna go this route, what's good for one is good for the other. What's good for one is good for the other. I gotta look into that case more deeply, because that's crazy. But when I keep looking at this, I gotta ask questions. Why was languages changed in the questionnaire, in the jury questionnaire? I thought once the jury questionnaire hit the jurors, everything that's there is final. But as I see in 2 states, I guess it's not. I'm just saying. Hey, y'all, can I get 23 more likes? I got 205 people watching. Can I get 23 more likes? But somebody make this make sense to me. Why is it not final? I thought once the jurors got the questionnaire, you can't change no word and you can't change nothing because both sides agreed on it. Oh yeah, I read it already. That's what I'm saying. If both sides agreed on the questionnaire, there should be no changing of the questionnaire. And in my book, I'm not saying it's factual, but in my book, that should be grounds for the case being mistrial. Thank you, Queen B. That should be grounds for a mistrial. Because a judge can't aid and abet the government, just like a judge can't aid and abet the defense. Make it make sense. Y'all saying that Rob coerced people, right? There's no proof to that. Just because they come and testify under the government's direction, do it make it right? Do it make it truthful? Do it make it honest? Let's go here. If Rashona, again, I'm gonna go here with it. If Rashona and others testified that it wasn't them on a tape, right? And they had no reason to lie back then, why wouldn't they lie now when they have a reason to lie because of the PPP loan situation? Think about it. If they had no reason to lie back then, why would you lie? And that's what I think the jurors didn't take into account. If they lied back then and didn't have a reason to lie, why wouldn't they lie now when they have a reason to lie? I'm just saying, make it make sense. 7 more likes, y'all. 7 more likes. Something don't seem right in the jury room. Real talk. Facts. You get found guilty on 6 charges. You get acquitted of 7 charges. So that means Rob got to fight Minnesota, because they saying that he coerced Adelina Prado. However, without Lisa Van Allen, and without Lisa Van Allen, there's no Adelina Prado. So how in the hell do Adelina Prado say that Rob coerced her if there's no Lisa Van Allen? I hate mosquitoes, man. Go read all reports from media. They even agreed and was hard for the feds to prove their case. He would have walked on all the charges. Last minute change over some damn words and or. Wow. So they took "and" out and put "or" in. Why does a minor then need immunity now? Thank you. Thank you. Why does a minor then need immunity now? Great question, Stephanie. Because if you was a minor then, you're being, you're going to be protected now. You're live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you, caller?
Dana, this Judah J.
Hey, what's going on?
Man, I wish you could get me on the phone with Shabazz. Dude talking like, where the hell you been, man? You talking like you happy or something. And they're gonna say Jennifer didn't do this and she did, she that. That woman fought
Judah
the best that she could.
Judah.
It's like, where the hell you been, man?
Judah, y'all gotta understand, man. Everybody have different of opinions, man. You can't get caught up on somebody else's opinion.
Yeah, and it's like, we all know them people lie, so it is what it is. The truth is out there. I mean, you can't change it. I mean, they don't switch their stories up so many times, and everybody trying to say, oh, they telling the truth. You can't have it both ways.
Facts.
So you take it easy,
man. Look, only thing I can say is we gonna continue to fight, man.
Oh yeah.
We gonna continue to fight, man.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, hold on, 414-914. I'm putting the wrong number here. So I'm just like, it's just weird because at the end of the day, bro, my question is, how could you find him guilty?
Right.
With stories like, I was given a code and I got on a plane without anybody checking me in and all that.
Exactly. They need to be in question. Exactly. Yep. You're right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. They come after this man from left and right, and it's crazy, man. But he gonna get justice. Watch. Watch when I tell you.
I got you.
Yep.
All right.
You take it easy.
How you too, bro?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to pin this. I'm going to pin that to the top. All right. Because I want Alan Dawson put this up here. He said, see guilty on video 1, 2, and 3. Not guilty. Hold on. You're live on the Dana J Show. I can help you, caller.
What's good, Dana? This is J-Rock, man. What's happening?
What's going on?
Man, nothing much, man. I just caught a little bit of your live earlier, and because I just had to run a couple of errands and whatnot. I just got back to the house. So I caught what you said about Michael Avenatti. And, yeah, I agree with you. Michael Avenatti's ugly head, he reared his ugly head into this.
Yeah.
Because I remember when you said about the 31 charges he had. So then I pulled up that article and I looked at it more in detail. So in the article say in a Tuesday filing with the U.S. District Court in Santa Ana, California, prosecutors said that they expect to dismiss the remaining 31 charges against Avenatti after his September 19 sentencing on 5 other charges, which means the other 5 charges could also be dropped, and his hearing and his sentencing or hearing is on Monday.
Yep.
So we know this ain't no coincidence, and they keep saying that he got convicted because of the tape with Jane. Who was the one that kept saying that Well, I got the tape of him saying he was with a 14-year-old, and the 14-year-old was identifying the body parts.
Avenatti.
Michael Avenatti.
Because see, here's my thing: the original VHS tape ain't have no audio on it.
Exactly.
So how do you allow something to have audio when it's supposed to be an original? Make it make sense.
That's exactly. And people say, well, she identified herself in the original tape. I said, look, I've never seen the original tape, but what I do remember from what I've seen and the stills of what I heard, there was no audio on it. So who decided to put audio on the tape now?
I know somebody that's seen the original copy of it, and they said, yo, there's not no kills and there's no audio.
Man, these fools went above and beyond to try to do some fuck shit to this man. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. I mean, I already knew that they was capable of probably doing some messed up stuff, but this goes beyond my wildest dreams.
Facts.
But I ain't gonna hold you up, Dan. I know you got a couple other people want to call in, but I appreciate you taking my call and continue to do what you do. And I'm gonna continue to fight and do whatever I can on my end too.
Facts, bro. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right. Like I tell everybody, language mean a lot. So when ignorant people come up here talking about we meant the court, no, it didn't. Pay attention. See guilty, and matter of fact, Alan Dawson said it. See guilty on video 1, 2, and 3, not guilty on video 4. But if they kept and in the wording, the word would have been video 1, 2, 3, and 4. All videos would have to be guilty, not just 3. Just off video 4, not guilty. Make it make sense. He changed the wording so they can get him a guilty plea. And he kept saying, oh, we're going to do that just so they can be something to the fact of just so they can be found guilty. He could have said guilty or not guilty. He could have left that optimistic. But when you change the wording, it means a lot. It means a lot. You can't change you're not supposed to change jury instructions. They already been deliberated on. They already been talked about amongst both sides. Now, why you coming in with the aid? That's why I say only a janky motherfucker is going to celebrate this shit. Because a real person be like, nah, man, that's not right. Now, I'm going to ask this question. Why isn't Chicago in an uproar right now? Since everybody's saying, oh, Chicago love Robert as a whole, why isn't Chicago tore up right now? I'll wait. Let me tell you why. Because everything that Dana J said was factual and straight and right. Chicago as a whole do not love Robert Sylvester Kelly. They do not man, let's go here. Fuck this shit. Chicago as a whole do not love R. Kelly. And they hate Robert Sylvester Kelly. You have pockets of people around Chicago that love R. Kelly. They barely know Robert Kelly. And the people that know Robert Kelly, they love Robert Kelly. And they okay with R. Kelly. So when I said that and people got upset, why get upset? Prove me wrong. And this right here is showing me that I was never wrong. Y'all was just in y'all feelings because I took the dirt off of y'all covering. Sentencing 22323. Wait a minute. What? October, November, December, January, February. 5 months out? 2/23/23. 9 days after Valentine's Day. 1 day before the end of the 5 days before the end of the month. Now watch this. You see they tore the street up for Jussie Smollett. That part right there, Judah. They would have tore the goddamn streets up for Jussie. No, for his name ain't Jesse, it's Jussie. Jussie. It's Jussie. So I ain't trying to hear that. What motion came out, Willie? Every time I talk to someone from Chicago about it, they act like they hate that dude. And they always bring up the room facts. Yo, that's why I say what I say, man. Everybody love that city, facts. That's their right. But on God, man, the judge screwed Robert Sylvester Kelly. It wasn't jury instructions. The indictment said, and the jury instructions said, or they jury acts. What should they go by? Feds use 5th district. Bonjean use 7th district, which is where they at. Wow. Something strange is going on, Miguel. I totally agree with you. And I'm going to scream it. Do not let them kill Robert Sylvester Kelly in jail. Something strange is going on. And if you notice, Don Russell was awfully quiet. I'm about to get on this money trail. Don Russell was awfully quiet. You don't even hear about his case no more. Let's make it make sense. They talking about a purge is coming to. They talking about a purge is coming to Chicago. I don't know why the purge wasn't yesterday. Because once that verdict came out, everybody in Chicago should have took to the streets. That's what happens when you really love someone. You just don't treat them bad. But you know what my mama always told me? My mama always told me that my mama always told me that you never miss a good thing until it's gone. And it's some it's some things that I will never talk about on this line, on this joint. But if you can decode what I'm saying, you'll understand why I get so mad about this, why I get so emotional about this. You know what I mean? Mosquito just bit me. I hate living on an end. Right. Okay. Mocha Keep and Todd were talking about me in Larry's chat. So, okay. Hold the hell up. See, this is what I mean, man. People don't care about destroying people nowadays. So, and I'm going to jump ship for a second. So, the so-called victim allege that they are ready to settle with Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears. But if you're a victim, why are you trying to settle? Thank you, Steph. I got it. Yeah, I was the first one to talk about that. And haven't nobody talked about it since. Sarah Miguel in the building. I meant to say it when I seen his comment. But this is all a money grab, man. And them pretty much finding or making Robert be guilty. This set up for restitution for the so-called alleged victims. That means Lisa Van Allen gonna cash in, Pauline gonna cash in. Man, this is crazy. And Rashona gonna cash in. He was the cash cow. And it's not right. Make it make sense. But look, I'm going to go ahead with it. If you're in Chicago, get out, man. Get out. Listen to this.
I can't even begin to tell you how dangerous this act is. First, it was passed in the middle of the night with 40 minutes to read an 800-page bill, which is unacceptable. As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them, and whether or not it's legal. This is a massive threat to the residents of Oil Park, Cook County, and Illinois.
We can smell it. It's a bad stench of racism coming from that side of the aisle.
All right, guys. So according to Twitter, the purge is coming to Illinois. Okay, let's pray for those law-abiding citizens in Chicago because things are about to get much worse. There are about to be a lot of violent criminals released out into the public because of this new woke progressive criminal justice reform law that is going to take effect on January 1st, 2023. And I try to tell you guys time and time again, the biggest threat to our country is progressive criminal justice reform. There is no bigger threat to this country. Nothing else even comes close. Because that is what's allowing these criminals out on the streets and are costing us lives on a daily basis. So I want to talk about this law because this law it's causing a whole lot of people to freak out, as they should, right? There's justified outrage over this, okay? Because I got a feeling that a whole lot of people are going to get hurt. A lot of law-abiding citizens are going to suffer because of this. But this is just part of the course when it comes to the Democrat agenda for this country. So without further ado, let's go ahead and play a news clip so you guys can get a better understanding of this law called the Safety Act, which is coming to Illinois that will get rid of cash bail in the state. Take a look.
First in Illinois is set to eliminate the cash bail system, but Southern Illinois lawmakers and law enforcement said could make communities more dangerous. Colin Bailey reports.
I believe the elimination of cash bail, particularly as it's written in the Safety Act, will reduce public safety and lead to more crime, particularly violent crime in Illinois.
Former state attorney and current 118th District State Representative Patrick Windhorst tells me he voted against this bill when it came about. Windhorst says he was one of the leading voices against the Illinois Safety Act, legislation aimed at overhauling the state's criminal justice system.
No, in talking with prosecutors and law enforcement officers, they're really concerned that the public is going to point the finger at them and say, okay, why aren't you doing more about these offenses? And with this major change in the law beginning January 1st.
You might be asked. So here's my question. What can you do about it? Because if you turn around and use the force that you should use, you're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail. I'm just saying, it's 8:46. I'm getting up off here. Catch me at 9:30, no, at 10 o'clock or 10:15 on Rumble tonight. I'm going to talk about some things that y'all need to know. All right? Y'all be blessed, man. Like I said. And without y'all, there's no me. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep progressing. Because at the end of the day, and when y'all open up that door, I'm going to come out walking like this.
There's no such thing as love in these streets.
Guess you want to hit a lick.
It's full of hate and lies and deceit.
I'm going to end up locking right back up.
What do you want me to do, Dream? I get it how I live, and you know that.
Mayhem. Straight to it, huh? You ain't playing around.
You must have did something real big to have to sell your truck.
I just lost 70 bands.
All got robbed.
Being loyal is the name of the game.
I talked to Nut. He said he was with you the night he got killed.
It sounds like you're accusing me of killing my partner.
And it's funny how everyone thinks they are, till they get smacked in the face by it.
Let's see what the streets talking about first.
Then you have to figure out who loyalty is loyal to.
Each other for our bitch.
We are just friends.
Is it you? Is it the streets? You still got that good? Love and loyalty is a myth.
I don't like to waste time on stupid conversation. There's no profit in that. So if I'm around people that are always complaining with no solutions, then I'm wasting real estate in my brain for what I need to project. And what I project in my brain is what I project in my reality. So that real estate only has to be for evolution, things that are going to help me get where I got to go. You understand? Help me evolve. So if my conversation with you makes me stagnate, we don't have too much conversation either. I don't have no time for no stupid ass conversation.
What you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass, girl, gotta make it last now. Girl, I'm so thin, I'ma beat it up.
There's no such thing as love in these streets.
Guess you gonna hit a lick.
It's full of hate and lies and deceit.
I'm gonna end up locking right back up.
What do you want me to do, Dream? I get it how I live, and you know that.
Mayhem. Straight to it, huh? You ain't playing around.
You must have did something real big to have to sell your truck.
I just lost 70 bands. All got robbed.
Being loyal is the name of the game.
I talked to Knight. He said he was with you the night he got killed.
It sounds like you accusing me of killing my partner.
It's funny how everyone thinks they are, till they get smacked in the face by it.
Let's see what the streets talking about first.
Then you have to figure out who loyalty is loyal to.
You checking for my bitch?
We are just friends.
Is it you? Is it the streets?
You still got that gun?
Love and loyalty is a myth.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. RSKO soon. Yeah. Say what up. Whoa, yeah. Told, not told, words to Levi. Fuck the other side and fuck your opinion unless it's big by. Brooke, boy, needs to leave and Nikki, keep the 9 tuck. Fly Fox, Mama Mary said you can go fuck a duck. Anybody follow when they bullshit, I ain't surprised. Bullshit stinks, so does the enterprise. Sorry for cussing Georgia girl, surely forgive me. But Linda, respectfully, I be watching like this lady G. We don't fuck with baby killing niggas, like ass niggas, old clothes niggas, Don Russell supporting ass niggas. We don't fuck with unfit, drunk bitches, one tap clear bitches, or to be determined bitches. Y'all won't beat, that's why we prima donna patient. Fantasia light a candle, me and Virgo smoking trees. Really salute, I know EJ up in the G. What up, Caramel? I can't forget about my lips. Drink thing really be the squad. The other thing really just the fraud. Say the drink thing really be the squad. The other thing really is the fraud. If we don't joke, we choke. And middle finger to the P.I. B.I.B.I.